Chapter 5: Secrets and Traps. As Elif and Osman Usta moved through the corridor with the glowing key in hand, the air inside the temple grew heavier. With every step, they could feel a faint vibration emanating from the stone walls. It was as if something within the temple was awakening. But they were determined. No matter what, they would continue to uncover the secret of the lost kingdom. When they returned to the large hall, Osman Usta illuminated the surroundings with his lantern, and Elif approached the stone chest. She slowly inserted the key into the lock and turned it. The lock clicked open. As Elif lifted the lid of the chest, she found a letter and scrolls inside. The letter was sealed with the emblem of the lost kingdom. Elif carefully opened the letter. The writing inside was in ancient script. This temple is a trial for those who seek the secrets of the lost kingdom. This key will only shine in the hands of the wise and the brave. But beware, the dangers are as great as the treasures of the kingdom. If you are determined to continue, proceed to the temple's center and face the greatest trial. As Elif read the letter, she felt a mix of excitement and slight apprehension. This was not just a puzzle, it was a trial. She turned to Osman Usta, saying, "This must be our final trial. We need to reach the center." Osman Usta nodded. "Then we must be careful. The path to the center could be filled with dangers." Elif and Osman Usta examined the large stone slab carefully. On it were marks and grooves similar to the symbols in the letter. When Elif placed the key into the slot in the center of the slab, the temple began to tremble once again. This time, the slab slowly opened, revealing a hidden passage beneath. The passage was filled with descending stairs. Elif and Osman Usta began to descend with determined steps. The stairs were dark, cold, and narrowing. With each step, the sounds within the temple grew deeper, as if something in its heart was awakening. Finally, the narrow stairs opened into a large room. It was the central chamber of the temple, where a glowing orb rested on a grand stone altar. The orb radiated a strange energy, glowing from within. As Elif approached the orb, she noticed that the symbols inside were moving. They seemed to be dancing together like a riddle to be solved. Osman Usta cautioned Elif, "This orb may hold the greatest secret of the kingdom, but we must be careful before touching it. There could be traps here." Elif heeded Osman Usta's warning and examined the floor around the orb. The ground was covered with symbols that formed a pattern. This pattern was likely part of the puzzle needed to neutralize the orb, but a wrong move could trigger the traps and lead them into great danger. Carefully, Elif followed the symbols toward the orb. "These symbols match the ones inside the orb," she murmured. "If we can find the correct sequence, we can safely open the orb." Osman Usta followed Elif's lead and helped her with the symbols. Together, they found the correct sequence, and with trembling hands, Elif touched the orb. The orb slowly began to open, and a bright light emanated from within. When the orb opened, a golden tablet emerged. The tablet bore a map that would reveal the final secret of the lost kingdom. However, this map was far more complex and ancient than anything they had seen before. A code, written in an unknown language, was inscribed on the map. At that moment, the walls of the temple began to shake. Something had awakened, perhaps the ancient guardian of the temple or another danger. Elif and Osman Usta hurriedly took the tablet and prepared to escape from the temple. But it seemed the temple would not let them leave with the secret so easily. As the walls slowly began to close in, everything inside the temple started to change rapidly. Elif and Osman Usta had to move quickly to escape the danger and transport the tablet to safety. The adventure had reached its most critical point. They would either uncover the secret of the lost kingdom or be lost among the temple's traps.